Smells in there.
Smells in there?
Yeah, like dirty hole.
What's up, guys? It is JD from leterrip Adventures. We've got another one here. So we've been scouring the internet. We have not been able to find a whole lot of information in regards to this said topic for what we're going to do to the camper. So what are we doing, babe?
We are going to install a Lippert Slide out cover to protect it from said debris and tree sap and just anything that could fall into your slide. Yeah,
so pretty much, and what she's kind of talking about is you got the front awning out front here, but there's actually like this in this tube right here is a Lippert. It's an awning, the same thing. When your slide out goes in, the awning goes in. When your slide out comes out, the awning comes out. Because we've had to several times already, had to clean the top of the slide out, correct?
Yeah, because you don't want any dirt, debris, tree sap, twigs, anything in your slide out when you go to open or close it, or you will ruin it and you will be spending a costly repair at the shop. Yeah, so not to mention debris getting in your seals, your track system, all that stuff. So without further ado, let's get this unpacked. Let's go! Pliers, screwdriver. Okay.
Regular.
What's regular?
Flathead.
I think regular is Phillips, but whatever.
No, it's not.
Stupid.
That's Phillips.
Which one do you want?
A regular. That one. Jeez Louise, woman. Jeez Louise. Then we're going to need a ladder. So I'll get the ladder.
Okay.
I'll meet you back over there. Ladder. And then let's get this thing unboxed. There it is. It's out. What's inside? What's in the goodies?
It smells in there.
Smells in there?
Yeah, like dirty hole.
And if you're curious, the price tag for this, now there is multiple different brands out there, but the exterior of the Grey Wolf Limited that we have has a bunch of already added Lippert accessories. It's one of the biggest companies as far as aftermarket accessories, pieces, and parts. Now, we'll show you on the slide out that it actually has the mounting points for the Lippert awning already, hence the reason why we went with this. Tell them the price tag on that bad boy.
I know you paid for it. I forgot already.
Okay, it was $600 and some for that Lippert awning. You can get some for $300–400. The awning itself isn't that outrageous. It's the expense for shipping that is outrageous. So if you are going to get one, find a local Lippert dealer. Have it shipped to that location, because shipping wise it'll save you about $100, because it was $620 or $640 something. If we would have had it shipped to our house, it was over $700 for this Lippert thing. So
we need to call them and tell them that their tubes are too small. They cannot be repurposed for a cat tunnel.
I think your cat would fit.
I don't know.
I don't think Fred would fit. I think Turbo
would fit. He could get in there, but he wouldn't be able to take a step.
So either way, we're going to finish unboxing this and show you what we got. Okay, so we think we have a game plan. So these are officially already installed on our camper. This is where this actually attaches to the outside of the awning. So first step is, you've got this right here. Goes in your actual, come down here, baby, show them. Get all up in it. Goes in right here. Hopefully she gets off the chair so you guys can see. There's a hole right there, and then you have self-tapping screws, 2 of them. That screws in right there. First step, easy enough. Okay, then all of this hardware I've come to find out is all self-tapping. I'm going to do a lot of this by hand, other than when we drill in the side of the camper with the rail itself. Now we are going to silicone it and seal it, because once again we are going to be drilling holes in the side of the camper.
Excuse the mess, guys, but we live here and we got some shit going on.
It's not even a mess, really. We got some laundry in my duffel bag. Fred's gonna poop on himself when his chair starts to move.
Alright, focus on the cat. Will he be scared? Will he be fine? He's too fat to get excited.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, definitely got excited.
Yeah, definitely got excited.
He was like, wait a minute. Why is the wall?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's go get that. So we're coming in with the slide out. You've got to come all the way in and wait for 10 seconds.
Stop!
Okay.
We need to do that again. We are not good slide people.
No.
We need to do that again.
No, we don't. So anyway, we're not doing it again. We are moving on to the next step. And you got to see, as you can see, guys, you got to make sure that everything is out of said way. So we have to head back outside.
Should have done that again.
Real life, camper life. We're learning as we go. So don't be us. Make sure all your stuff is cleared out of the way of your slide out before you slide your slide out in. Okay, so the next step of this, per instructions, per Lippert, is you want your rail itself that the awning hooks to that goes to your camper aspect of things, you want it 3 to 6 inches above the T-rail on said slide out. So this right here is your T-rail for your slide out. Want it 3 to 6 inches. So as you can see shown here, babe, that just below the drip rail or the drip edge here where it collects all your runoff from the thing, you can see that it is less than 6 inches. So we are going to make it tight up against the drip rail here, and then do all our mounting and fastening, not only for multiple different reasons. One, the screws are going to be tucked up underneath this rail, and it's going to help prevent as far as water and other miscellaneous stuff from getting in places we really don't want it. So we're going to go get that rail, we're going to mark out some holes, and then logging truck, we'll go from there. This is kind of hard to accept the fact, but we're drilling holes in the side of the camper. So what we did is, this is the rail that your awning actually slides into. We could have measured it, we didn't. We eyeballed it. Wife says, yeah, a little bit that way, a little bit this way. I'm gonna do the center in a couple spots. I'm gonna do the outside in a couple spots. We're gonna pull it back off. We're gonna run all our silicone and our beading and all that stuff on the back side, throw it back up here, and then just run the rest of the screws in. So that is our next step. So we're gonna tap some holes, make sure where it's supposed to be, pull it back off, throw some goobs and silicone and all kinds of other stuff, run it up in there, and move on to the next step.
In short, you're doing what?
Drilling holes in the side.
Tapping holes.
Tapping holes. That's what I'm doing.
All right, she's clean.
She's clean. Here, take that.
Okay.
We're just gonna Uber our goober here.
Ooh, it's my favorite part.
Uber and the goobers. Bunch in the hole.
Put it right in the hole.
Yeah.
You're real good at putting it right in the hole.
Yeah. How much is too much? Don't know.
Just keep doing it.
I don't want it to leak, so.
I don't think it's going to. Not with all that.
Main thing is the holes. I think that's obviously the most important thing, is getting sure to make sure the holes that you're drilling in the camper are sealed properly. If not, I think you're asking for a bad day.
Well, and I think if you put a little bit too much on it, it oops out the side when we go to do it. We can just wipe it off.
Yep, I agree.
It's coming out the holes.
Good. That's what we're shooting for. Oh, that's cool.
Yep, drippy hole.
Drippy hole. Okay, let's go from there. All right, we need 2 hands.
Where about the screws? You got all the screws?
Yeah, I got them. So we'll pick you guys up in a second, but we need both hands to make this happen, so. All right, guys, so as you can see, here is the rail for the actual awning that's gonna go in there. We did, like I said, silicone the crap out of it, and you see every one of the heads. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see that, but there's silicone ooping out of every one of the screws that go in there. Is extremely easy. Now the next step after that would technically be this bracket on the outside of the T-rail on your slide out. That was already installed for us, and then we've got the brackets for things. Do yourself a solid. Do not come in from the outside of your slide out, come from the inside, because you will indeed scratch the trim on your thing. Ask me how I know. Now there's multiple different locations as far as mounting for this. There is the upper, depending on which angle you want your awning to come out above your slide out, or there is the lower or the upper, so you can move this up and down. And then if you see the screws there, there's some set screws to get everything lined up the way it is supposed to be. So next step is, it's going to take the wife and I, we have to slide the fabric itself into this right there and then attach it to the outside of the slide out. All in all, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. If you guys have ever debated doing it yourself, you can indeed do it yourself. Biggest thing is make sure you put enough sealant on the back side of that original rail so your camper don't leak.
What have you learned about the Lippert Solara?
It is definitely a challenge, as by all that means. Like I said, it's not horrible. Biggest thing that we learned is pull your slide out far enough that you've got enough weight to support your canopy. Now there's this silver pin, let me see that, babe. there's a silver pin right there that has to come out that will put tension on the awning itself. But from here, now that we've got everything centered where we want it to, as you can see, everything is slid together. You've got to put a couple set screws. Now they said if you use the upper position, which we are currently using the upper position, you want your set screws to be in the lower holes. From there, you're going to put a self-tapper here, and then you're going to run the awning in and out after you pull this release pin right here. So we got our set screws on both sides, and then some good old...
What are you doing? You tapping holes again?
Tapping holes again. Thing is, it's kind of crazy. They give you all this black hardware to hide it all, and then they send you these 4 gaudy silver hex head screws as the last step. Don't make no sense. All right, we're gonna finish this up. We'll get the other ones on the other side.
Look at the first one you just did. It's gone.
Oh, that's cool.
You broke the head off.
Broke the head off. That's neat.
Why did you break the head off, babe?
Oh, I did it on purpose. So I figured, yeah, let's
good. It's already in.
Let's snap the head off. Yeah, it ain't going anywhere.
We didn't like it. It was silver anyway,
yeah,
right?
We didn't like
Stupid
it, so
silver.
Snapped it off. Cautious. These are not grade 9 bolts, and you're gonna end up snapping the heads off if you're not careful. Idiot.
Didn't need them heads anyway.
Yeah, or whatever. They're extra.
Don't overdo it. That's good enough.
Oh, I gotta at least tighten it.
No, it's tight. Stop. Don't do any more.
Alright, yeah, it kind of sucks. I might put another one in there.
Alright, well, note to self for you guys.
This is a rigid snapped it off, so not very strong either way. So we're gonna pull these pins, run this in and out a couple times, get the awning to center itself. That's what they say the next step is.
All right, pull your pins. I'll wait here. I'm going to show them where the pins are. Pull them.
No, we'll go to that side.
All right, we'll go to that side.
Let me see that, babe. Okay, last but not least, there is this pin right here. I didn't know about this, but it just comes out, and that is the release pin to actually allow you to open and close that awning. Do not try running your slide out without taking that pin, otherwise you're going to tear the fabric or the side of your camper off. Judging by how many screws are on there, it's probably going to be the fabric, possibly the side of your camper. But okay, then last but not least, you have this right here. Okay, so this is, actually grab the other one, babe. The other one's not all faded. Yeah, so I'll show you, which she's gonna go grab the other Solaria, and it actually does cover up all your holes and does make it look nice. No, the brand new ones that came in the new container. Come on, man. Okay, and final touch is that bad boy right there. The new that covers up all the bits and the stuff and all that other good things. And then we're gonna throw the other one on the other side down there, and we're gonna run this in and out, make sure it works. And the wife is officially going to run this out. Make sure our Ethernet cable is not in the way. Good. I think so. Seems to be. As you can see, it just is a little awning that covers your slide out. The amount of debris and stuff that we get up there, it is definitely gonna be a win-win. Okay. And she's holding the button. Anytime you're running your slide out, in and out, make sure that you hold it for a duration of 10 seconds to make sure that the motors are aligned properly. And there is a little slide out. Truthfully, I think I could actually go down to the lower setting because it doesn't have much of a taper. It's almost flat. So I don't know if I am
That's what they said, that if in the winter time, if you're going to be dealing with snow and stuff, that's why you put the cool noodles under there, because otherwise it is flat.
Yeah, but the thing is if I were to go down to the other setting, it would put some type of a slant at that versus it being completely flat. So water would run off of that versus not off of that.
You want
I think we might. I think we're gonna go down to the lower.
No, you can't. You blew off the head of that. Yeah, you can't. It's the way it is. You want to make it slopey, you better go get some pool noodles because you effed up right there and blew the head off that bolt. You need to take it off.
Yeah. So yeah, it is where it is. All right, guys. So that's gonna do it for this one. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. If you do have any questions in regards to installing a Lippert awning slide out cover thing, like I said, just refer back to the video, or if you have any questions, put in the comments. We'll try to answer those questions. We did find out that there is some other content out there, but it's one of the things that we decided to add to our camper. I think it's a good investment.
Yeah, so they specifically recommended it to us because, well, one, it's just a good thing to protect your slide out because it's an expensive mistake.
Yep.
But basically, we're going to be full timing it in here for a little while, and we're going to be coming up against like possible snow,
weather, miscellaneous other
not
debris.
only does it protect your slide, but I will tell you something that they told us at the store. Like, walk around and let's show them.
No, it's one of those.
How flat it is.
Anyway, it's flat, so they recommend putting like what, beach balls.
Yeah, they recommended either getting some pool noodles to put under there or some beach balls. We're probably going to use pool noodles because it's flat, right? So if snow gets on it, it's going to belly and then it will damage it. So if you want to keep it nice, if you're going to be doing something crazy like we are, pop something under there just to give it a little bit of an arch to keep the things beating off of it.
Yep, so as far as install is concerned, didn't go too bad. Don't be us. You can tell we're newbies. Tried crushing some stuff with the slide out, so that was cool. Broke one bolt off, so that was even cooler.
I don't know how that happened. I blame the bolt.
Yep, I blame the bolt. So either way,
we weren't being rough.
Yeah, but it's not super difficult. If you guys ever thought about doing that yourself, is the price worth the money? I think long term it could be, because it is definitely going to protect the investment, not only your camper but the slide out itself. Hopefully it keeps debris, bull stuff from there. And I already got a game plan as far as propping that up for the winter months. Is it worth $600-700? Yet to be determined. We will find out. But with that being said, guys, we do have some sponsors that support the channel. We've got GLife UTV, we've got LOYO Lights, we've got Bikeman Performance, and we've got RPM. If you use what discount code? Leterrip. It will save you guys 5%. But as you can see here, we are officially loaded up, getting ready. What's that? Yeah, no, we'll show them the super paddle on our next adventure. But with that being said, guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell if you want to see content when we post. And like always,
on to the next adventure.
Thanks, guys.